So anyway, let's continue. Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's continue. How about 631 Radio Graffiti?
What's up, Ghost? It's Hitman Cause.
Hey, it's Hitman Cause, another one of my blacks, man. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm honestly running high on adrenaline right now because I just got through watching a wrestling pay-per-view a couple hours ago.
What'd you finish seeing? I'm sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Oh, I was watching a wrestling pay-per-view.
Oh, the wrestling pay-per-view. That's cool. Did you see any of the NFL games on Thursday?
Yeah, freaking, and two of them were ass kickings.
I could not believe the Detroit Lions got their asses brutalized by the Green Bay Packers, 4-6 team against an 8-2 team. I mean, I literally saw the soul of the Detroit Lions fans just come out of their body because they were there wasting their Thanksgiving thinking that they were going to see a blowout against Green Bay, and lo and behold, they're getting blown out. And not only is it a horrible game to lose, it's just a complete momentum changer going in to the latter part of the season. And I'm sure everybody there that was spectating in Detroit was thinking, this goes our Super Bowl thoughts. You know, any kind of belief that we're going to go to the Super Bowl was completely depleted when they lost to the damn Packers, man.
I mean, and I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, like, they still do have a good record, and if they somehow get over themselves, they can get into the playoffs. But at the same time, why are they surprised? Because losing on Thanksgiving Day is just as much of a tradition for the Lions as them just being there, period.
Well, look, they're an 8-2 team, and I think that what the Green Bay Packers defense is exposed, and what most defensive coach should expose, is when you don't have a running game and you're dependent on the quarterback, and the quarterback ain't Tom Brady. You know, because Tom Brady, as I've stated 100 times, he could read the defense. He could read whether or not they were going to send in two, they were going to send in one, they were going to send in a safety. And once he realized that, he always had a screen pass play in which he would hike the ball and it would be out of his hands within a second, if not a split second. And he would completely beat the coverage because, look, if you know where they're coming in from, you know where to put a receiver, even if it's the backfield receiver, or the backfield running back, or a tight end, somebody on the slot. That's what you need. And, you know, what it's exposed in Detroit is that Goff is not that guy, all right? Goff is not that guy. And look, anybody who's shit-talking football in the chat room, it's because you were too fucking weak to play it, all right? I played football. All right, I played fucking football, unlike you people, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, as I stated, I think that the Green Bay exposed the very fragile offense that is completely solely around Goff, and if you just completely blitz the hell out of him, he has no idea what the hell to do.
Yeah, it's pretty true. And, you know, I think you might get a little mad at this, but I think you owe my Giants a bit of thanks for that ass whooping you gave to the Redskins.
I don't think so, dude. All right, I mean, we have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league. You're talking about the Cowboys, and we were all over Howell. I mean, we were picking him off. As a matter of fact, we got one of the best, I believe he's a corner, if I'm not mistaken, or a safety. He just made a historic play by having six pick sixes. I think there's seven pick sixes in one season. So we got a badass defense, and I think that's why Howell got his shit kicked in when it came to the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was only making a joke because freaking the Redskins already got the behinds kicked by us earlier in the week, and we swept them for the season, and then second off to y'all, that cat that got those 7 pick sixes. It's funny because I think he has more touchdowns despite being a defensive player than I forgot one of them bum ass quarterbacks right now. I think it was Hal. Nah, it was somebody where Cyclone on defense. He has more He has more touchdowns than somebody on offense, and that's just sad as hell on the offensive player's behalf.
Oh, man, I can talk about football all day. These people are all pissed off and shit. So, hey, you want to give a shout-out to anybody there, the
Keep
Hitman?
crying. I don't give a fuck.
You want to give a shout-out to anybody?
Yeah, shout-out to you. Shout-out to the Thunderdome, and shout-out to Ann in Philly.
All right, man. Cheers to the Hitman cause. And like I said, I could be, literally talking about football all day long. I love football. You have to have played it. And for those that haven't played it, that's why you're hating, all right? I mean, I was a fucking, what you call a badass jock, all right? I had a Letterman jacket going on. The fucking cheerleaders wanted to pull the balls out of my pants because I was fucking Mr. Football, all right? I didn't even, I played two positions in, I'm not going to tell you what grade, but I was in high school, and I was a defensive end, and I was a left guard, believe it or not, for the offense. So I was able to dig in. I had a very good way to defend the quarterback on the left guard end because I was able to, I had pretty good fucking leg strength, So the key is to get low against the defensive player. And no matter how big they are, if you got low on them and started pushing upwards, you could be able to maneuver that defender, even if they're a fucking 250, 300-pounder. And that's what I did. And then when it came to the defensive end, I would be able to get past the offensive player by doing the spin move, man. Because you're off that corner, right? When you're a defensive end, you don't have to necessarily get on the three-point stance. So I would go 2-point stance, and then just right as I saw that ball hike to the periphery, I would either go and spin on the inside and be able to get to the quarterback, or if the offensive player got and said, look, I'm going to go ahead and pivot on that side, I could just go on the outside and fucking get the quarterback. I was a bad motherfucker, all right? I was a bad... everybody that's shit-talking in the chat room, I'm reliving my days here. I'm not fuck you, all right? You know what? I'm playing a fucking video, you fucking piece of shit, all right? I'm playing a fucking video. Go fuck. Everybody in Vaughn chat, go fuck yourself. You people in Kick that are saying it's fucking shitty JSAV. That's who's fucking doing it.
And here I am with my afterthoughts. And I'd say I got pretty much everything that I wanted to say off my chest to Ghost. Personally, had I remembered it, I would have loved to also talk about the third Thanksgiving game, which was the 49ers and Seahawks, the second blowout of the night. And I don't think he was watching that game with the Packers and the Lions, because last I checked, that game was not a blowout. Don't get me wrong, it was still a stinging loss, but it wasn't a blowout. And I know, and some Lions fans may not want to hear it, but I do not regret what I said when I said that, they shouldn't feel bad about the game because they should be used to losing losing on Thanksgiving. Because from what I remember, like, except for 2016, like, every time, as far as I can remember, the Lions have always lost when playing on Thanksgiving. And I know it's I know it's tradition, and I'm not knocking that, for them to play on Thanksgiving, you gotta follow tradition, why not? It's what it's what makes football, But at the same time, I know eventually y'all gotta want to change that, like, end that cycle, man. But also, and I gotta correct Ghost on this, the Lions aren't 8-2, they're 8-3 now because of the loss. But regardless, like I said, if they are able to shake the cobwebs and swallow the bitter pill of losing to the Packers, and they're still able to, I'd say at the very least win out for the season, then they should still be looking at a playoff berth, and honestly, the Packers are looking like they're trying to turn their season around. There's still a good amount of time left, but yeah. And then furthermore, before I sign off, there's one more thing that I need to address. Initially, I wasn't gonna, but it's been really bugging me. So I feel that I have to, just to get it off my chest, and that's regarding my boy N in Philly. Now, for the past few shows, I've been shouting him out, and every time that I have, people in the Vaughn Dot live chat room have had something to say about me shouting him out, and now more specifically, that's really brought this, well, not brought it to my attention, but it really, I'd say got under my skin or annoyed me, is a dude from the Thunderdome in particular told me not to associate with him for certain accusations. And because I'm so cool with Ann in Philly, I told them straight up that, either show me the proof, show me the screenshots, or it didn't happen. And I don't believe you. And wouldn't you know it, his immediate response was, I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. Man, bitch, that's the laziest excuse I ever heard in my fucking life. If you didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, then you shouldn't have told me not to associate with him for those reasons. If you want to bring up those any kind of accusation, provide the proof. Because if you don't provide the proof, you have no leg to stand on. And when you give a vague defense of you're not going down that rabbit hole again, that clearly shows either that you're lying. And like I said, if you ain't lying, show me. If not, shut the fuck up. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're lying through your teeth. And I already have two reliable sources that say otherwise to your accusations. But again, even though I'm beating a dead horse at this point, and if it happened, show me the proof. If not, shut the fuck up. But in any case, that's all I got to say. If y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, my way is Struggle Vision Productions. I am Hitman Kaz, and if you see me coming, run.